Welcome back. We are here at Unite Austin Live. Again, I'm Sarah, and this is Will. We're
Hello.
both from Unity. Thank you so much for joining us on YouTube or Facebook. We now have a special guest from Microsoft Windows Mixed Reality, Chris White. You are the Principal Program Manager. It's a lot to say in one sentence.
It is.
So tell us a little bit about the new device lineup. There's a lot going on with Windows Mixed Reality right now.
Sure. So there are several devices from different manufacturers that are available very soon. We just announced that there is an additional device from Samsung.
Okay.
So there are a number of different devices from different vendors, from Dell, HP, Lenovo, Acer, all of which have relatively similar specs, but some slightly different features and price points.
Okay.
And then Samsung's just announced a slightly more premium device with an OLED screen, higher vertical field of view, things like that.
Okay. So I was able to try the Acer headset at Microsoft Build earlier this year. Are they all similar in terms of that price and style?
Yeah, so most of the devices are similar,
Okay.
but because we work with third parties to actually build the devices, there is a range of features and of price points and details, but all built on a common core of technology so that everything just works for developers.
And where can people find info on the differences between the devices?
So we have links out on our website,
Okay.
Which we can share information about.
Okay, cool. And as far as actually building for Microsoft Windows Mixed Reality, how do you get started? You can use Unity, right?
Yeah, so almost everybody builds using Unity. Unity is definitely the premier development experience that we have, which is a partnership we started back in the HoloLens days. There's a tremendous amount of shared technology between the immersive headsets and the HoloLens, the inside-out tracker that we have that lets you just sort of start a space without putting up lighthouses and things like that.
No, like setting up the devices, right? It's a lot simpler.
It is.
Okay.
And so from a developer perspective, it means that there's a common set of APIs that cross between the different devices that exist in our platform. So whether you're targeting something like HoloLens or you're targeting the new immersive devices, you have a common set of core APIs.
So you can target all of those devices from the different manufacturers with the one API.
You absolutely can.
Okay.
So that's actually a special and simpler case. All of the devices that are the immersive headsets, by default, you do target all of them. And if there are new manufacturers that come out, the platform should take care of the things to just make things work.
Okay, great.
But high level, getting started with Unity is absolutely a great start. For anybody who has existing content that is off in some other part of the world, but that is Unity content, one of the things that Unity does a fantastic job of is making it super easy to port content. And so we would love to have people come and join our party.
Yeah, I've actually seen a game that was made for the Vive originally, and we were easily able to port it over and get it running on Windows Mixed Reality. So.
Yep, and so we've worked with a lot of partners who are doing that, and certainly Unity has done a large investment to make that easy for people.
Yeah.
So as a strategy, is that something that you at Microsoft are kind of trying to broaden the audience for VR and these kind of things?
Yeah, so absolutely. So we do think that VR is going to be a big thing and that mixed reality in all its forms will be a very big thing. We've made a big push to expose mixed reality capabilities to a much broader range of hardware devices. So there's a broad range of machines that will be out this year that have never been in the class of machines that could be used to target virtual reality that now will be able to if you're working against Windows Mixed Reality. So that's ranging from thin laptops with integrated GPUs all the way up to the sort of traditional crazy 1070, 1080 gamer rigs
the
that
big rigs.
I have at home. But
So once people actually create their experience, they can publish it on UWP or Steam, correct?
Yeah, so I'll take a second and talk about the Steam one. The primary path is definitely UWP and
Yeah,
publishing
of
through
course.
the Windows Store. So that's the area where we have the most investment. It's where new APIs and feature sets are going to come out first. There was just an announce about Steam Bridge.
Okay.
And there's a lot of information that we'll be sharing coming up about it. At a high level, it means that people can bring their Steam content, their Steam VR content, and use it on Windows Mixed Reality. And it's opening soon as a developer preview. So it's going to be focused on first having the developers go and work through their content, make sure that things work on the new systems, on the new hardware, go and do whatever tweaks that they have to. So, some easy examples like controllers are slightly different between the Windows Mixed Reality stuff and the existing controllers, which map actually surprisingly well, but there will be some differences in
Differences here and
the
there.
weight of them is different. So if you are doing a flicking motion, you want to tune your tune your gameplay just a little bit. So there will be minor things around tuning gameplay and pieces like that. But high level, people will be able to bring Steam content directly over. Now, we still think that UWP is the best path, and there are certainly a lot of people who are on Steam today, but are doing the investment to come across to UWP because of the additional things that they get. So they get, first of all, merchandising through the Windows Store. That's the only path if you want us to play with the Xbox Live feature set.
Yeah.
So if you want to do achievements and the other pieces that exist in Xbox Live, UWP is the only path for that. And looking forward, as we add new features and new functionality, those things will be available to the things that built in UWP, but not to the things that exist over in Steam, because the Steam app is really a Steam app. It's just an OpenVR application, and what we'll be shipping is a driver, effectively, that makes OpenVR work on.
Okay, so that's what's going on today with the mixed reality stuff. Like, where do you see this stuff going next? Obviously, HoloLens was quite a big surprise to a lot of people as a product, as a platform. Like, what do you see as the next thing for you guys? If I can tease that out of you.
Yeah, I mean, so the next big thing is going to be October 17th when we launch.
Yay.
True.
And then we'll spend some time thinking about what comes after that. But right now we're all laser focused on making it a great launch.
Do you often feel that you're sort of steered a bit by the kind of content that people end up making for the platforms anyway?
I think that there is some degree to which that is true. Like, you learn from your customers, and what people are building absolutely is important. There are also, for different devices, there will be different classes of content that sort of emerge and are effective. In early HoloLens days, we worked on mainly commercial pieces because of the use cases that the device supports were
of course.
More attuned to that.
Awesome. So the date again was
October 17th.
17th. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's been etched into your mind for some time now, I imagine.
It has.
All right.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you, Chris, for joining us on that. That's very interesting, and I hope that people check out Windows Mixed Reality. Where can people go? Like, where's the best URL for people to check out this and get onboarded into that world?
I should know that off the top of my head. So the Developer Center, you can get to at aka.ms/MR.
Okay.
Or you go on Bing and you search.
I mean, I guess you could. The Developer Center is on the Windows Developer Center, so we're at developer.microsoft.com/windows/mixed reality. So for people, most of the people in your audience are going to be most interested in that stuff. And
Perfect.
if anybody had experience working with HoloLens, it's the same Developer Center. It's the same content, which has been updated to add the new devices and new capabilities.
Awesome. Well,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Chris.